Hi, welcome. Tea Master James here, and this is our October VIP Tea of the Month Club party, um, which includes tea meditation, tea food pairing, and tea appreciation. So get ready. If you're watching this, welcome and get ready because today is a very special Tea of the Month Club. Unlike any other, today we're actually going to go over some of our black belt tea first degree requirements so that you, VIP, can eventually earn your black belt tea first degree with us. Okay. So a lot of you guys already, if you're watching this and you're part of our VIP, you already received a lot of the teas and you've been drinking, you've been preparing the perfect cup of tea at home, and you've been food pairing and you've been appreciating your tea. And so you're on your way. If you might not know this, but if you've been part of my VIP Tea of the Month Club, you are actually probably way advanced, meaning that you've already gone through a lot of the teas that is required to be able to get the different colored belts, the colored tea belts that you need in order to receive your black belt tea first degree. Okay, so keep that in mind. And we're gonna go through just some basic requirements, and we're gonna go through our tea practice together here in this session. Today I'm wearing my uniform. Um, it's my actual 5th degree master black belt uniform in Kanji Kembo. And so, it's not a costume, it's a uniform. And so for me, when I wore it, I was like, wait, this would be a great opportunity for us to be able to not only, it's Halloween, because I told everyone they can wear costume or uniform. So you can wear your costume for Halloween, but I chose to wear my uniform, my black belt uniform. It has my master black belt, red black belt here that I'm wearing. But this really inspired me to really want you guys to be able to achieve your black belt tea first degree. And I know some of you guys are already on that track and have asked me, and some of you are already moving forward very fast towards that achievement. So today's tea party is actually dedicated to you, to those who are part of our black belt tea and our VIP tea of the month. You're automatically enrolled in our black belt tea program when you sign up as a VIP tea of the month club subscriber. So if you don't know that, then now you do, and congratulations, you've been part of our tea of the month black belt tea program from the very beginning. And so now we're just going to outline some of the requirements so that you know what to do on your own. And if you come to our tea parties, of course, we do all of it as well to be able to kind of like go over what you're supposed to do, kind of give you a little bit of a sample and give you a demonstration of what you need to do on your own to achieve your different colored tea belts. Okay, so we'll start off with the setup. Okay, you guys should all have the tea master setup, I call it, at home. Okay, right now, the tea master setup consists of at least one teapot and teacup. So this is a teapot for one. You can get it if you don't have this. You can actually order it. We have in our website the tea food pairing gift set, which includes the master tea set that you need to be able to have your black belt tea time practice or your color belt tea practice. Okay, so this is included, the teapot for one, and also the tea towel. It's very important to have a tea towel that you place underneath your teapot and your teacup so that it captures any water and liquid and keeps the place clean, keeps your area zen-like and clean and very tight. So you have to have that tea towel that's included in our tea food pairing tea gift set. If you order that, if you want, and then of course the cup that comes with it here, and also what comes with it is 3 of these great tins. So the tins you receive in your tea of the month club, you get these packages, right? So this is our throwaway package, meaning that after you're done with this, you throw it away. You don't need to keep it, you don't need to save it. You use up all the teas and then you throw it away. But these tins that we have here that we include in the tea food pairing gift set, well, these you don't throw away. These you keep, and we don't put any labels on it, so it's clean. And so what you do is when you get your tea of the month club teas, then you pour it inside this tea tin, and then you're able to get ready for your tea time practice, right? Then you'll be able to see exactly what's inside, like through the front cover. It has a clear view of the tea. And then of course when you open it up, you can really appreciate the tea aroma, the smell. So you just open it up and smell the tea, so you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. And that's part of the tea time practice, and also your black belt practice, is to have tea appreciation, to smell the aroma. So that's part of it. Smell the aroma and be able to describe it to someone. If they ask you, what does this smell like? What does your tea smell like? What does your tea taste like? What is it? What do you experience when you have this tea? So these are the questions that you want to answer during your tea time practice. Okay. And so, you'll have 3 of these in the tea food pairing gift set. So this comes along with it. And of course, you'll have 3 teas that will come along with it as well. So you'll get 3 teas. You can select the teas that you want. So like if you are a subscriber that's been around for a while, and you've had all these different teas, but you don't have, like, say 2 or 3 of the teas that you need to be able to get your purple belt, right? So you need 2 more teas, to be able to achieve your purple belt tea level. So then what you do is when you order the tea gift set, you request the tea that you need to be able to complete your purple belt tea, or whatever belt that you want to achieve, next. And so, like, here's a purple tea. So here's our Purple Monster Super Energy tea that would be included in the tea if that's what you request in your gift set, or 2, 3 other teas total. Okay, so that you can be on your way to achieving and getting those colored tea belts. Okay, so that's one thing that you can do. The other thing to what you can do to be able to advance yourself, to be able to get to the black belt tea level first degree, is to be able to order the the different tea level belts that we have. For example, the white tea belt level 2 is available, on our website. It comes in a stackable 3, and it has 3 stackables that have the teas that you will be required to master, or to be able to practice with, and to be able to food tea pair with, and to be able to have the perfect cup of tea for that belt. And once you complete that level, then you receive and you will earn your color belt from that, for that level, right? So it's a white level. Even though white belt seems like it's the beginning, in our world, white belt tea level 1, 2, and 1 is not beginning at all. That's actually advanced level. If you're getting the white belt level 2 teas, that's going to bring you up to a whole different level, like a very high level. But in our black belt tea program, the colors are not in hierarchical order. So it's not that you have to get a white belt and yellow belt and orange belt, unlike other traditional martial arts schools where I grew up, right? Kajikamo, you have to have the white belt first, then you have the yellow, then the orange, the blue, and then you kind of go up until finally you get black belt. Well, in our school of EnlighTea, we don't require you to have to do it in order. as long as you have those different teas, the different belts, you can do it anytime. You can do the white belt first, white belt level 2 first. You can do the brown belt level 1 and level 2 first. It doesn't matter. You can do those teas. If you have currently black teas, you can, those will probably meet a lot of the brown belt level tea requirements. And so you can go ahead and get your brown belt right away. And it's an honor system, okay? Because we are all honorable people, okay? You are my VIP, you're honorable. I know that no one's going to, do this to try to just get the belt. We trust you and we believe in you and we know that you can do it. So when you complete each time you buy and purchase and get the color belt, level 1s and level 2s from the website, on the bottom will be instructions on what are the qualifications to be able to achieve your color belt level. Okay, and so once you achieve those color belt levels, then all you have to do is send us an email or get respond to us and let us know that you completed all levels and of that level belt, and we will send you your certificate for that color belt, or we will keep track of it on our end and send you a certificate so that we know and everyone knows that you've completed that color belt level, color belt T level. Okay, so that's how we do it. And if you have questions, you have any type of on the way, questions, concerns, things help with, then you can always reach out to me, Tea Master James. I'm here for you, and I will be watching and I'll be waiting for you to complete your color belt T levels. Okay, and so now that's a lot of words that we just said. Now that we've covered this, what we're going to do now is actually go over and enjoy our teas. And we're going to go over today, the 3 teas that we sent to our Tea of the Month Club subscribers. The first is the Purple Monster 2.0. We're not going to prepare it, but we're going to watch a short video that will help explain the benefits, all the health benefits of purple tea from Kenya. Okay, so you're going to learn this, and then this will be part of your purple belt tea level. So, okay, someone's calling. Okay, so we're going to go ahead right now and get right into the purple tea benefits so that you can start to learn and master this tea, purple tea, as part of your purple tea belt level. Okay, so let's do that. Let me share the screen here. Okay, over there. Oops, let's close this here. We're gonna close this. Whoops, that's not it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so we are going to. Okay, so we're back, and sorry for the screen being blocked by a couple of other videos, next videos. But anyways, that is purple tea benefits. Okay, so you know, since this is a recording, you can always watch it over to kind of learn what the benefits are. But you know, it's 3 times healthier than green tea. So just remember that. You know, remember a couple of good facts like that. Okay, and it's from Kenya. Purple tea is from Kenya, and so that's what our purple monster tea has. That's the main ingredients for our purple monster tea. And of course, the way we prepare it, if you do it the purple monster tea preparation, you know, on the package, it has our super energy sleeping suggestion, 3 teaspoons of whole leaf tea, 8 ounces of boiling water. So basically, you're doubling the tea amount, and you're steeping it for 5 minutes. So you're going to get double the power of the purple monster, you know, the purple Kenya purple tea. You know, that's included in purple monster tea, which also includes other very good ingredients as well. It includes purple tea, papaya, elderberries, lemon peel, currants, green tea, oolong, lemon juice, cornflower, rose petals, flavors, hibiscus, citrus, sea salt. So a lot of other ingredients, but the main ingredients is purple tea from Kenya. And that's what we just talked about. And that's what we just shared with you. And so now you have your understanding of what purple tea is. You should be able to have that. So you should have that underneath your belt now, you know, and it's on the tea package, right? The instructions, and also the oh, here's the secret, okay? Everything you need to know about the tea will be on the package, meaning the description is what we grade you on. So if you want to get your purple belt tea level 1, then all you have to do is know and read the description and know what's in the ingredients, and you know, just learn that and how to prepare the teas, know how to prepare the teas. And this is your cheat sheet. So if you have this, you have the tea, you always can look and review it and know what you need to qualify for your purple tea belt, right? So this is your cheat sheet for all of us. Always go back to your description and go back to your ingredients and your preparation to know how to master this tea and to be able to get your purple tea belt or any color tea belts. Okay, so that's how we do it. That's a little secret, but it's not a secret. That's just the qualification. And so now what we're going to do is prepare our second tea and talk about it a little bit first. But I have the water running already. And now I'm going to just talk to you a little bit about that tea. Okay, the next tea is our, since this is Oktoberfest month, which kind of like a lot of people relate Oktoberfest with alcohol and drinking. So, you know, we thought it'd be fun to share with you our kind of like our, you know, alcohol tea drink, which is our bourbon tea, our bourbon chocolate ginger black tea. Okay, so that's our close to alcohol drink as we can get it, you know. And want to get tea tipsy? This is the tea for you. A black tea blend inspired by family's favorite cake covered in rich chocolate bourbon fudge sauce. This rich, smooth, and full-bodied black tea blend is combined with dark chocolate, sweet hand-ground cinnamon, and spicy, fragrant ginger. Okay, the ingredients for this tea is black tea, roasted cocoa beans, ginger, cinnamon, roasted green tea, roasted yerba mate, crystallized ginger flavors, dark chocolate chip, dark cocoa powder, sea salt, citric acid. So this is another one. This one would be considered part of your brown belt, level 2, I believe, brown belt tea level 2 qualifications. So you can include this if you have this. Now that, and if you get this tea on the back, you should have that information. Okay, all that I just read to you is on the back of this package, the tea. So know this tea by reading this description, knowing it, and the instructions and the ingredients. Know this tea, and then you'll be on your way towards receiving that brown belt tea level 1 or level 2. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to actually prepare this tea. So here's the tea, actual tea. Okay, this is what it should look like. So we're going to actually prepare it right now. And I already had the water boil. And so what we're going to do is go ahead and put, this is 1. We're going to put 2 scoops because I'm only going to use half. This is a 16 ounce, but I'm only going to use about 12, put 12 ounces of water. So instead of 1.5 teaspoons, I put 2 teaspoons to kind of cover for that extra 4 ounces of water. Okay, so put the tea in there. Now smell the dry leaves. Wow, very, very delicious smelling. I can smell the ginger. I can smell the spicy, the cinnamon. Yeah, the chocolate comes through, but there's a strong, for me, the ginger stands out. And the, wow, yeah, the ginger for me, I don't know, it's something about the ginger that really stands out for me, as well as the cinnamon and the spices. So that's all there when you smell it. When you smell the aroma, you should smell most of the ingredients, but not all the ingredients. If your palate is refined, if your nose palate is refined, you can smell, you should be able to pick up on a lot of those ingredients that we read off, you know. And now what we're going to do is go ahead and pour the water. So I already prepared the water, boiling water for this moment. So it's already prepared, and we're going to go ahead and put 12 ounces of water. So it's about half for me. And then we're going to set the time. Hey, Google, start 5-minute timer. So back in the old days, we have like a sand glass, right? That we turn over to tell us the time when the tea is available. I still have those sand glasses, for special occasions for when I do events. But we turn it over and it tells us like we'll know when the tea is ready, like white tea, black tea, green tea. So, but now in today's age, although we're very traditional and culture comes from our tradition, and tea practice comes from our culture, our traditional culture. We are not afraid to embrace modern technology. And so that's why I use Google for my timer, because he's always there. Google's there, Siri's there. So I use the technology. So you can too, okay? But the basics, you have to have the basics. You have to have the basic teapot. This is teapot. This is the teapot for one. This is teapot for maybe 1 or 2, 2 or 3. If you fill it all up. And then you have to have your teacup, okay, tea mug. You should have one of these. This is more special. This is unique, our exclusive, one of a kind tea cup, right? It was handmade for us and EnlighTea, one of a kind. There's no two like it. We have a few on our website under the one of a kind exclusive section. And so if you want one of these cups, not this cup, but you want something similar, we have a few left. So if you want one, definitely go there and order it and get it, and you'll have that unique teacup from EnlighTea with our logo on it, and that's totally unique. Only you will have it, very special, and that's why I have this one here. This is my special teacup. And then, but we also sell these cups too. These are the more traditional teacups that you see. And so, the way you hold it is one hand, your main hand, you put over the lip, wrap it around, and the other hand underneath it, and you put your thumb on top. So you have total control over it. And then you have a little space gap so that you can actually drink. So we're gonna do that as well. So I explained a lot of this stuff in previous lessons, but there's always room to learn again and again until we get it, right? So that's what practice is for, to be able to kind of repeat the process, repeat the steps, repeat, whatever we need to repeat in order to master it eventually over time, okay, through repetition. So now we're just waiting for our tea. We got about 2 minutes left. And normally what I like to do before my tea is like to meditate. So we're going to just do, quick 2-minute meditation. And let me put some music on to help us. Well, right now, the 2 minutes is going to go fast. So we don't need the music right now. If we do a little bit longer, like a 5-minute, then I would put the music on in the background. But right now, let me just do a quick 1-minute meditation, tea meditation before our tea time practice. Oh, 2 seconds. I know we were close. Hey, Google, stop timer. Hmm. Yeah, so we're gonna pour the tea. And if you don't know how to do tea meditation, no worries. There's tons of different books and different classes that can teach you. I'm gonna go and pour it off. Okay. But for me, whatever meditation will still your mind, will bring you more joy and happiness and inner peace, calm, and connect you more to the tea, then that's the meditation that we encourage you to do. A lot of times I like to say, kind of like mantra meditation in my mind. It's like what I love and appreciate to kind of help me get my mind to a better place faster. So I will chant in my mind what I love and appreciate. I love and appreciate, and I start to list all the things that I love and appreciate in my life, like my family, my wife, my kids, my tea time, my VIPs, my practice, my, just, I just kind of like start to, rant in my mind all the things I love and appreciate. And that brings me to a really great place in my mind and ready for my tea. So you can try that, or like I said, you know, you have a way to be able to bring more joy, more calm, more peace, more bliss into your tea meditation, then that's the meditation for you. Okay. So now we're going to do more tea appreciation. Wow. Delicious. Look at this. This is the wet leaves. So you want to be able to appreciate the wet leaves, because the dry leaves and the wet leaves, they're the same tea, but a lot of times they have a different aroma. When they're dry, they smell differently, and versus when they're wet. And this one, you can definitely tell, very similar. This one retains its characteristics from with the dry leaves, with the wet leaves. I can smell I can really take in the ginger. I don't know, ginger stands out for me. And also the cinnamon, spices, absolutely. some of the, what else is it? There's chocolate. Yeah, I the chocolate comes out. All these ingredients make up bourbon. Some of these ingredients make up bourbon. So, you're smelling probably a combination of ingredients that make it bourbon. Because it definitely, for me, gives me this like kind of high sensation. Like, I don't know if it's psychological, me thinking that I'm smelling bourbon alcohol to make me a little bit like feeling lightheaded, or it's actually the ingredients that actually are making me feel like a little bit more lightheaded, like, whoa, I'm taking in some serious bourbon alcohol here. So yeah, for me, this is enough. I don't drink alcohol, not too much. Every once in a while, maybe have a glass of wine or something from time to time. But I drink tea, and so I can get tea tipsy from just the tea. There's a lot of different teas there's some teas that definitely can make you tea tipsy and tea drunk. So some of my VIPs like Kay and Robert, they saw, and Kim, we had a tea party once with our a Kung Fu tea session, and some of us got tea drunk and tea tipsy with our Kung Fu tea, so it will happen. It can happen. So if you want that experience, then let me know, and I'll send you over some Kung Fu tea, and Kuan Yin tea, and then you'll be able to experience it, and we'll show you kind of like how to do it. Or if you want to reserve a Kung Fu tea session with me, with you and your friends or family, then we can do a private session as well. As a Tea of the Month Club subscriber, you're entitled to one-to-one with the tea master if you choose to. Okay, so if you do want one, let me know, and we'll put it on the calendar, and we'll have a really wonderful, great time, and we'll get you tea tipsy, we'll get you tea drunk, guarantee. All right, so that's our tea tasting, that's our tea appreciation. Now we're going to go into the tea tasting itself. So we're going to do 7 sips to bliss. Well, we'll do at least 3 of them right now. So the first one is to clear the palate. Everything, whatever is going on in your mouth that you picked up from the day, whatever you ate, this and that, the first sip, you want to clear it, reset it. So that's what we're going to do. Simply just drinking, sipping it, clear the palate. I'm not trying to taste it. I'm not trying to figure out what it is this tea about. That's this next tea sip. Okay, the next sip now is to taste the tea. We're gonna sip it. So even with a mug, you can hold it properly. Okay, one hand's gonna hold it with the label, but the other hand's gonna cup it like this, and you're gonna sip it. And the second one to taste it. Now sip, slurp, chew. Okay. Very consistent with the smell of the tea, which is unusual because a lot of teas, they smell differently. You can't smell too much of the aroma from the tea. Some of the more single estate teas, you won't be able to tell what it tastes like by just the smell. But this tea, you can taste the ginger, you can taste the cinnamon, you can taste the, let's see. Interesting. Taste the cinnamon, taste the spices, the ginger. But what I don't taste too much is the chocolate. Interesting, right? There's chocolate in here, but I don't taste the chocolate as much. If I really, really hone into it, then yes, the chocolate is there. Definitely. So I did 3 sips already. The third sip's normally to just enjoy the tea. Now, I already did the third sip. Now this is the 4th sip. Now, we challenge every one of you, and it's kind of like homework for you when you're practicing having tea time practice, to do 7 sips to bliss. Now, we outlined this in the book, in our Serenity book, our guide, Enlightening Tea Guide book, that our beautiful goddess, EnlighTea tea goddess, Darlene wrote, which she was very generous enough to allow us to be a part of that. And so we outlined in that book the 7 sips to bliss. So it goes into detail, but let me just summarize. 7 sips to bliss is, can you sip your tea 7 sips and reach bliss by the time you're done? And here's a little hack, right? The hack, or the secret from my perspective, is that every time you sip it, in between sips, you really just focus on what you love and appreciate. You know, it's like the meditation. What do you love and what do you appreciate now in your life? There's so much, everything in your life you should love and appreciate, because it's in your life, and you might as well, because then it's going to bring you more joy, more happiness, and more, ultimately, bliss. So that's what you can do. We're not going to do it here. I'm not going to sit here because it might take me a while, and I don't think that we have enough time to be able to watch me go 7 sips to bliss, you know, because in between each sip, I usually spend about a minute or so meditating on what I love and appreciate. Okay. And so do that. If you're watching this, do that at home on your own when you have some time. Give yourself at least 15 minutes to do this. Okay. But I'll do one more sip. Whew, wow. I'm sorry. Wow. Whew, it really gets to me. You know, when I sit and I sip and I slurp, I chew and I meditate on what I love and appreciate in my life. And that really brings me joy. And it started to bring me some bliss. And I have no doubt in my mind, if I continue with the other 3 sips, that I will experience bliss, tremendous bliss in this session, which I will get to later. But first, we're going to move on to the next part of our tea tasting, because we don't have, unfortunately, all day for you to watch me experience bliss. So that is our first tea that that I will now set aside, and we're going to move on to our second tea. So let me just, I'll leave it here. Oh my God, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? We didn't do our food tea pairing. Very important for our tea black belt, you know. So part of getting your tea black belt, or any color tea belts, is to be able to find the perfect pairing for your tea. Okay, so here I have, since this is October and October's theme is Hawaii, Halloween, as well as Oktoberfest, but Halloween theme, what do you associate Halloween with? Exactly, trick or treat, right? So my wife prepared me a plate full of trick or treat goodies here. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but I have like tons of great treats here. Chocolates, lots of chocolates, you know, lots of cheese snacks, chocolate, more chocolate, some crackers. So this is my food tea pairing tray today. Okay, and if you guys are watching this, go prepare yourself a tray. You know, October, you know, we're a little bit more heavy, chocolate heavy, candy heavy. You know, it's not always that way every month, but for this month, you have my permission to be able to have a few more pieces of chocolates for your food tea pairing. And what a wonderful treat it will be. And of course, I have my pistachio. We're going to pair the pistachio mix with the tea as well. So we're going to do two non-sweet and 2 sweet food tea pairing, okay, which is part of the requirement for most of the tea belts, that you pair your tea with 2 non-sweets and 2 sweet food pairing, so that you know what the tea tastes like with those 2 things, and you know, sweet and non-sweet, and be able to express yourself, be able to share your experience with others. So we're going to go and start with the, I want to go right into it. Okay. I can't resist. We're gonna go right into the truffles. Or should we save it? Looks like Dan is coming in. So let me just allow this person to come in to our session. And hello, Dan. So we're actually recording this for you and for everybody else. We're recording this, and this is a special recording because today we outline our Black Belt Tea program and what everyone needs to do to qualify. And so I'm going through the motions and going through the steps that is required to be able to get your Black Belt Tea. And I explained, like, for members such as yourself who's been in this program for a long time, you've already actually made it through a lot of the teas. You've had a lot of the teas already. So all the teas that you've had that you paired up with actually qualify you for those different colored tea belts. And so, we'll have this recording again. If you want to watch this from the beginning, I'll explain to you, like, what you need to do to qualify. And it's an honor system. So, we everyone's, adult. So we honor and we respect you to allow you to be able to complete your colored tea belts, and then let us know when you complete the different colored tea belts, white, green, purple. There's no particular order that you have to have. As long as you complete those teas for that belt, you let us know, and we will mark you down, and then also we'll send you a certificate to acknowledge that we received your qualifications, and you completed your qualifications, and now you're one step closer to Black Belt Tea first degree. And some of us have, there's some of us in the VIP that have moved forward and are further along than others, but it's not a race. When you get your teas completed for each colored belt, then you just let us know, and we're going to be we'll send you a certificate, and when you have all the certificates in play, then we'll test you for the Black Belt Tea level. And so that's what we're going through in this session today. I've been blessed to be able to have this time to be able to go over this with you and also my other VIP community. So I'm going to share this video, but I'm happy that you're able to make it. But it's not like our other sessions where it's interactive. Today it's just me sharing with the community the steps that are going to be required and what it takes to be able to get your Black Belt Tea first degree. Okay, but feel free to join along, because we just finished the first tea. We're actually the bourbon tea we just did. So if you want to,
that's the one I want.
So if you want to join in, I just prepared the bourbon tea, and we're actually getting ready to do. I'm getting ready to do the food tea pairing for the bourbon tea. So if you want to catch up, then feel free to catch up. I'm gonna go ahead and start. I've been dying for this food tea pairing all night. I've been like telling my wife and kids that I'm like, hurry up with this food tea pairing, because I have this whole tray right now, because my wife prepared this whole tray of
oh my gosh.
I have a whole tray of chocolates and cheese and crackers, and like this whole tray is for because it's the Halloween October theme. I get to indulge a little bit more in some more chocolates than normal. So I'm gonna go and have start off with a piece of Hershey's chocolate. So this is just a plain simple Hershey's chocolate, and I'm gonna pair it with my bourbon tea and see how it goes. And if you want to prepare your tea, get that ready.
While you're doing that, yeah, I've got boiled water. I just heard the dinger.
Yeah.
So let me steep it.
Wow. Wow. I mean, it's very not hard to believe that chocolate is one of the perfect food tea pairings for bourbon ginger chocolate tea. And mm, mm, just this chocolate alone. This chocolate is not even, you don't need fancy chocolates, although we do have fancy chocolates. We do have our truffles that we're going to try in a little bit. We do have fancy chocolates. We do have our Ghirardelli chocolate that we will pair later on. We do have fancy chocolates. Definitely. You want, you want to have good quality chocolates as well, not just these. But since it's Halloween and it's trick or treat theme, I asked my wife to be able to grab some of our trick or treat candy for the kids and put it on the tray so that we can celebrate Halloween together tonight. So at least me. So that was a good pairing. That was delicious because the chocolate really infused well with the bourbon. It really blended well. It really kind of brought out the chocolate in the bourbon itself, because I didn't taste any chocolate when I was sipping it. Not too much, only until I really like dive deeply in the taste of it. Just in my palate that I discover the chocolate on my own. But with the chocolate pairing, it instantly came out of the bourbon tea and made it very delicious for me to enjoy the tea with the chocolate. So that's the first pairing. Let's do the second pairing now. The second pairing, I'm gonna switch over to, let's see if the cheese, I don't know if the cheese will work with this one. We will see. This is mozzarella string cheese. So I will try this one. Non-sweet pairing. Of course, cheese is really good. Okay. Not much synergism here. It doesn't blend in too well. Yeah, it's kind of like water with oil, where the two doesn't mix well together, meaning that there was no like unity here. It's not bad, but it's like having two different things in my mouth, two separate items in my mouth that I'm drinking and eating. But there's no unity. There's no synergism, coming together with the cheese and the bourbon tea. So I'm gonna have to say nay on this combination. Although I love the cheese though. Try it one more time.
Which cheese do you have?
I have the mozzarella string cheese.
Oh boy, that's what I have.
Oh, okay. Maybe for our next pairing, maybe you'll have a different experience. My experience with that is it didn't really unite well together. So, but you tell me when you have your pairing what you think.
Okay, I will. By the way, do you have a checklist for the black belt qualification? Because look
Yeah.
what I've got here.
Okay, good.
I kept every bag.
You're gonna go through all those teas, and you're gonna go to our website, and you're gonna go and look at the black belt tea program. And in each black belt tea program, there's a different tea color belt. White belt, level 1. There's a brown belt, green belt, yellow belt, orange belt. And then what you're gonna do is, like, when you go through those teas, you're gonna match up. You're gonna say, okay, look, I have 3 of those teas for this belt. So you don't have to order it. You have those 3, and then you just have to let us know if you prepare the perfect tea, which you have when you did our tea of the month club. When you come to the tea parties, you're preparing the perfect cup of tea. So you have that requirement down, and you're pairing it already with the different foods. So if you remember what you paired it, write it down. Okay, if you paired it, if you still have some of that tea, then if you were in the class, I know you paired it with food. So this is being recorded. Not everybody's gonna get this level of like leniency, but since I know you've been in the class and you do your food tea pairing with each of the teas, then I'm gonna give you, because I'm gonna sign off on it because you were here and I know you did the food tea pairing when you had that tea. If that tea was one of the teas that we prepared together, so you will qualify, you will get that. So go through it and let us know how many of those tea belts that you probably have, like probably half. I would say probably over half of the teas already. Half of the belts already. So you're on your way. And then the black tea belt, yeah, it's also on the website. There's the black tea belt level 1st degree, and it'll tell you the qualification. Basically, you have to get all the other color belts plus the 3 black belt teas, which is you actually have some of them. Yorikuru is one of them. The Dragon Dance Master black belt. So you actually have probably those teas too, and the Pu Air tea. I don't know if you have the Pu Air, so you might have to order the Pu Air separately, or wait for us to. I don't know if we ever gonna send out the Pu Air part of the tea of the month, because it's very, very special. The Grandmaster Pu Air tea. But I think that might be the only one that you might need for the black belt, along with the other ones. So you're very close, Dan. If anybody's close, it's going to be you. And I would love and be honored to be able to have you be one of our first black belt tea 1st degree. So that would be a great honor for me to be able to give that to you and present that to you, because you are consistent. You come, you consistently show up, and you do the practice, you do tea time practice, and you drink your tea and you prepare, and you don't give me too much of a hard time. Sometimes you give me a hard time.
Yeah. Well, somebody's got to keep you on your toes, James.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't just sit there relaxing on your bed. My goodness, that'd be no fun.
Exactly. You keep me definitely on my toes.
Well, the nice thing about this black belt, I don't have to master nunchucks.
Oh, yeah, you just gotta master the bullets that come flying to you when you face against another tea master or a tea connoisseur. But we'll deal with that problem later. Okay, so I'm gonna do my 3rd tea pairing, which is with the club crackers. Of course, our famous club crackers. Normally you can't go wrong with club. Oh, you got it. Okay, Dan, you got it. Okay, you and I. Let's do this tea pairing together. Here, let's see if this is gonna work. For me, it's better than the cheese because it dissolves together much better than the cheese.
Yeah, I thought the cracker kind of diminished the taste of the tea, and the tea did not enhance the taste of the cracker.
Yeah, but there's still really not much there.
No,
it didn't really bring out the tea. It didn't enhance it. It didn't come together to make it better for everybody. So
I'm gonna try the cheese.
I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna have to go with my fourth tea pan, which is the chocolate truffle. So I think this tea here is gonna lean. So far, the winner is the Hershey's chocolate, but let's see with this chocolate truffle how it does. I know you don't have this chocolate truffle. That would be amazing if you did. Here, I have an extra one. Yeah, you can have it. There you go.
Well, thank you. Well, interestingly, I won a drawing at a casino night on Thursday night, and in it was a box of 4 truffles.
Oh.
I got a big basket with a bunch of stuff, but the truffles are gone. I should have saved them for tonight.
Man, come on. You should save these things for our tea party. That's the perfect truffles are the perfect tea pairing. Okay. Like mine's gonna melt in my mouth. Here's my truffle.
Okay.
The chocolate.
My alarm is going off. It's driving me nuts.
Sweet. It's very sweet, this truffle.
Very sweet. Okay, let's see how it goes. I'll bet it's going to turn out good. I'll bet it's going to be good.
Mm,
chocolate and bourbon. Yeah.
mm, mm. Wow. Woo. Oh my gosh.
Yep. The
Mm, wow.
sweet
That's a
with the
home run.
ginger. Yeah. Yeah.
That is a home run. I mean, the chocolate for me was really sweet by itself. It was like because it had like this truffle oozing chocolate inside. When I took a bite, it just kind of all oozed in my mouth. It was like overwhelmingly chocolatey, right? Like so much chocolate in my mouth. But then as soon as I drank the tea, it just kind of came together and it
Mm.
just dissolved and just became like a really sweet. It's what this tea promises. Like the tea promises to be a favorite cake covered in rich chocolate bourbon fudge sauce tea. You know, rich, smooth, full body black tea blend is combined with dark chocolate, sweet hand ground, now cinnamon, spicy fragrant. Now that's the promise of the tea, and the tea delivered when you have it with the chocolate, especially with this truffle. This truffle, even more so than the Hershey's. You know, the Hershey's was good, but the chocolate truffle just took it to a whole new level. So the tea delivered with the chocolate. Okay, now if you don't have chocolate, go get some chocolate if you're gonna have the bourbon tea, or have a piece
Yeah.
of.
I don't think I do, but I have to see, who's open yet to run out and get some truffles.
Okay, well, or you can save it for next time. Save it for
Yeah.
tomorrow,
Yeah.
your tea. Save it for tomorrow, and then you can have it. But I guarantee you, if you have this tea with a piece of chocolate or a piece of chocolate cake or something sweet, chocolatey, then you're going to live the full potential. You're gonna have the full potential of the tea in your mouth, and you're gonna experience that. You're gonna experience what I just experienced, which is chocolate bourbon bliss heaven. Okay, so get that. So that's okay. So the two
Bourbon
chocolate.
bliss heaven. That sounds like a catchy phrase.
Yeah. So that's that's the winner. So the two chocolates are a winner. I want to kind of try. I mean, okay, I'm gonna try one. I'm gonna see if it pairs well with something non-sweet. So now I have like my mixed pistachio nuts, and let's see if because I don't want to believe that it's just paired well with just sweet. I want to believe that we can pair something with this bourbon that's not sweet and still find joy in it. So I'm gonna
I've got an
try.
idea.
I'm gonna try it with a cashew nut and see how that does. Mm. Cashew nut, it's okay. Again, it's kind of like two things in my mouth versus one, which is okay. But let me try the almond. It's not bad. Almond, it's not bad. It's like having a nice snack. Yeah, if you're not into sweets, then the almond nuts. Oh, wow. It's okay. Then
Salted.
chocolate nuts,
No, salted.
salted. Okay.
Yeah,
Salted.
salted.
That's
So
not bad.
how was it with the cashew? I've got
Cashew,
cashews, almonds.
almonds was better than cashew for me. Cashew.
Okay, let me try some almonds here.
And I just tried a little pistachio.
Yeah, there's pistachios in here as well.
Mm. I like this pistachio the best for me. The pistachio, I think because it has a little bit, the pistachio is a little bit more sweeter. I think it's this tea, this bourbon tea, it really it needs sweetness. I mean, I like it with the pistachio, and the almond's not bad either. Cashew is very light, so I couldn't really taste it too well. It didn't really, it didn't really meet the food pairing criteria that I usually like to have. But
Oh, they were really chintzy on the pistachios in here. Okay, here's
the almond, what would be probably the best if we had chocolate covered almond. Now, now that would be the best of both worlds right there, with the almonds and the chocolate. But the winner for me in food tea pairing tonight is definitely chocolate truffle, and even the Hershey's chocolate. It was like, okay, one more chocolate for me. I'm gonna try the Reese's Pieces, the peanut butter. Let's see if the peanut butter goes well. I know the chocolate will go well, but let me see if peanut butter. What do you have? Honey?
Beet honey.
Oh, bee honey?
Beet.
Oh,
It's cranberry and beetroot honey.
yeah, I'm gonna. Okay,
So
well,
it'll be a little bit of a sweet with the tea.
yeah, yeah. Tell me if other sweets besides chocolate works well with the bourbon. Okay, I'm gonna try the Reese's in honor of Halloween, trick or treat. Although I think I'm being banned from the trick or treat basket from my wife because I think I'm eating too many of them.
It really gives the honey a kick. Yeah, this is good. This is the winner for me. This is all I have.
Wow. The Reese's very good as well. The Reese's peanut butter, good, very good, but not as good. Oh yeah, that's a good one, but still the chocolate truffle #1, Hershey's #2.
Boy, I'm kicking myself for
having
eliminating the truffles.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, Dan, you would be right there with me right now if you had the truffles right now. You would know. You would experience some bourbon bliss right now, guaranteed. But I think the sweetness is the winner in this pairing. So bourbon. So this will be part of like. So you did 4. Did you do 4?
I did. Yeah, I did the cracker. I did the cheese. I did cheese and cracker. None of them were that great. I did the almonds, the pistachios, the honey, and the peanut butter.
So you just completed
peanut butter is #2 behind the honey. The honey was really good.
Excellent. Okay, so you just completed now. You just completed your this is probably part of the brown belt level 2. So one of the teas for the brown belt level 2. You probably already have 2 other ones. So you probably completed 2 other of the brown belt, which is usually a blend, a black tea blend. So we have a lot of those black tea blends. So you probably completed it, and now you have the 4 tea pairings that you completed with it. Normally I said that find the perfect food tea pairings, but sometimes it's hard to find the perfect tea pairings. But as long as you do the 4 tea pairings, what works, what doesn't work. So then that's right now good enough. I mean, ideally we find perfect pairings for our teas by experiment, trial and error. But I think tonight the perfect pairings are going to be the sweet pairings. So you had 2 good tea pairings. You got the honey, and you got the peanut butter, and then I had the chocolate truffle and the Hershey's, followed by the Reese's Pieces. So, and then what is your experience? Share with us your experience of this tea and your tea pairing.
Right. I like the tea. I think anything with ginger in it, I like. And, you've got the chocolate that I can taste. I really like that. Then as far as the pairing, the honey is #1. Peanut butter is #2. I just tried some cashews here. Let me see how this goes. Almond is #3. And the cracker or the mozzarella or the cracker and mozzarella is a non-event.
Bonham, yes, that's okay. I concur. Yes, I concur with you. So it's nice to be able to have a few similar pairings um that we do together. So we're in agreement. So that's excellent. Okay, good. So we have that down. So you completed your brown belt level 2, I believe, 1T. So find the other 2 T's that you've done in the past, and then send me an email or send me a message. Let me know that you completed it, and we'll get you that certificate. And we'll keep track of it, and you'll be that much closer to your black belt T first degree. Okay. And but Shannon Lamb last week, she's very aggressive. She's gonna be, I think, gonna be like the next like black belt contender, because she ordered a white T belt level 2 from the website. So she went directly. She's not waiting for it to come in the mail with the Tea of the Month Club. Eventually it'll show up, the different teas, and you can piece them all together to get the 3 teas that you need for each belt. But she went ahead and got the white belt T level 2, so that she can complete her white belt white belt T belt and complete that. So she's on her way to getting the black belt as well. She's and then the other thing that she got, and that I talk about, is for those who don't have, it's like we have a tea food pairing gift set. Now, no, it's perfect gift for your friends, families who want to get started. This is the Tea Master gift set, because what it comes with is a teapot for one. So you get what I use, the teapot for one, to prepare the tea. That comes with the cup and the teapot. You get the tea towel. You get a tea towel, because you do need to, like, when you have tea, when you prepare it, you should have a tea towel to capture all the liquid, and put your put your spoon and prepare your tea on there, to keep it very zen, keep it very organized, and not just on table randomly. So a tea towel comes with the gift set, and 3 of these tins come with it. So we include 3 tins. So you want to have, when you do the tea tasting, tea time practice, this bag is a throwaway bag. I mean, you keep it in order to keep track of it, that's good. But ultimately, this here is a throwaway bag. You don't keep it. But the tins, you don't throw away. You keep the tins. And what we do is we encourage you to, like, we don't put any labels on the back of it, so that you can just, whenever you're ready for a tea time practice, select 2 or 3 teas that you want to be able to prepare, and then you pour the tea in there, and then you can see it, and you can open it up, smell it. You can share it with friends, pass it around. If you have friends, they can smell it, they can see it, so you can have that tea appreciation, and everyone can just have a great tin that they can pass along, to smell, to drink, and to serve it from, and not just, because sometimes this bag, right, you gotta dig in there. It's hard to, like, scoop it out and pour it in to get accurate tea measurements. But with this here, you open up the top, and you know exactly how much exactly how much to put in. So it's more perfect, more measurable. And then, of course, we send you with this tea gift set 3 teas that you select. The default is the tea for those who don't have, not part of the tea of the month. The default is the tea of the month for that month. But if, like, say, one of our VIPs who are subscribers are already, and they want to get this tea set, and this master tea set, then we send you out 3 teas that you choose, that maybe you don't have, you need it to complete one of your belts. You need it to fulfill your brown belt requirement or your green belt requirement. So you tell us what you need, and it will complement. You will put the 3 teas that you need to fulfill your tea belt into the tea package, along with these 3 tins, and of course the teapot, the tea towel, and of course the best part is we include 2 to 4 different tea food pairings that we feel is the perfect food pairing. So, like, with Shannon, she received this butter. She's a couple of these buttered cookies. We haven't used it. This is the next food tea pairing for me. We're gonna pair it up. And then there's chocolates that we include there. There's crackers. There's, all sorts of goodies that we put in there so that you can have a full tea tasting, tea food pairing party for yourself with the master tea set. So a lot of people, they ask us like, oh, like, how do I get started? For those who don't have the proper tea pots and equipment, that's what we recommend. For the holidays, if you want to be able to, really give the gift of love, light, luxury, and basically allow them to be able to have their own tea practice, this is actually a really good gift to give. So Shannon just got that, and she inspired me because I'm like, okay, we gotta like get it out there. This tea gift, this food tea pairing gift. So now people can have their own tea parties on their own. So this will allow people to be able to have, I call it my tea master food tea pairing. You can do it on your own once you have this set. You can have your own tea parties. And I think that's why Shannon got it, is because she's going to offer tea and strategy to her clients. And so she's going to have now the right tools to be able to prepare the teas for herself and for her clients. And then she's also going to share this, when they become clients, she's going to be able to also order one for her clients as well. When they become the clients, they're going to get the full tea package. So it's everything is, in one. You don't have to go out there and figure out what the food, what food to pair it up with, what to get, what teas to get, what teapots. See, with you guys, with a lot of my VIPs, I just let you guys figure out for yourself what you need. Eventually, you guys figured out what you need to get. And some of you guys had pots here and there. But for people who don't have any teapots or any idea, or like, are new and stuff like that, then giving them the tea food pairing gift set is the perfect gift to get them started into our world, our tea tasting, tea food pairing, tea meditation, tea world. And they can come onto our and then they can join us if they have that every month if they want to, or they can do it on their own or have their own. Part of your requirements, Dan, is going to, for the black belt, is you have to actually, eventually when you get the tea black belt, you have to actually do it. You have to train, you have to host your own tea party. So that's going to be one of the requirements, is that before you get, you have to be able to be confident enough to host your own tea party, invite your friends over, and be able to have the right equipment for yourself and for them to be able to have a tea party and, do what we do, what I do. You become the tea master, the tea host. So that's, the part of the black belt level, first degree. Because then, once you get the first degree, that means that you should be able to do everything yourself and host it. And so, we cut the umbilical cord, So,
Well, and it's funny that you mentioned that. I was thinking exactly the same thing. I've got somebody that you only need one audience member, right?
yeah, you only need
Yeah,
one.
so I've got somebody in mind already that I was thinking about doing a little tea party thing.
Yeah, I would recommend for you too, even though you have like different pieces here and there, to get to, when you can order and get this tea master set, this food tea pairing set. And it comes in a nice box and the presentation, and you'll have the tea towel like what we have here. You'll have my teapot, and you'll have, the tea, the tins and additional tea. You'll have it all, like you'll have the complete set that that when you have the tea party, it'll look like a tea master set, like that you got, and not just like a pot here. I don't know what pot you're using, so I don't really know what you use to make teas and that. So I trust that, you guys are all doing, your tea time practice the right way. But ultimately, since you're in this program, it's like me, I'm wearing this is actually my black belt, my master 5th degree black belt uniform. I wore it. It's not really a costume, but I didn't have anything else, so I put this on for Halloween. But this is actually my uniform that I wear as a 5th degree black belt in Kaji Kembo, and I have my 5th degree black belt, red belt, black belt. So this is a tradition, that when I have to, like when I do testing, or like we have our traditional practice, I wear this, right? So just like our tradition, having the teapot, the same teapot as the master here, and the tea towel, and the tea set, having that will that's our tradition. So if you get it, then you'll be in line with EnlighTeas tradition of how we prepare it. And you can have other things too, and that you do. But that's going to be part of our tradition, is to be able to like prepare and have your tea tasting tea parties, having the master tea set, and then when other people join on board, they'll see that you have it, and then they can order their own, and then they'll have their own tea master set, the food tea pairing set, so that they can do the tea party, and then they can call in, have Zoom party, and you don't have to worry about oh, will they have the right, a lot of times people come on, well, I don't know if they have the right teapots, they have the right teas, they have the right utensils to be able to appreciate the teas. So these are our tools, and it's like in martial arts, this is our weapons to be able to have the perfect cup of tea, and to be able to enjoy and experience the enlightening tea experience that that we do every month together. So
where do I find that on your website? I mean, I'm looking under shop now, and I don't see
it's under
what you're describing.
if you type in gift, you should see. I mean, Shannon found it for some reason. I know I actually forgot. The reason why I never brought it up before is because I forgot that we had it out there. And she,
I bought those teacups last year for Christmas.
yeah.
I see
you have
those.
one of these. You have one of. You still have it, right?
Well, I had given both of them.
Oh, you gave both of them? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you should keep one, but
oh, here it is, EnlighTea VIP tea gift basket.
No, food tea pairing gift.
No, that's not it.
If you type in VIP food tea pairing or pairing, tea pairing gift, it should pop up.
Okay, VIP tea
food tea
pairing gift.
Yeah.
Tea pairing gift. Okay. Yeah, this looks like it.
Yeah, I don't know how Shannon found it, because it's only in one category under great gifts. I probably should put it in more categories, so people can find it. But she inspired me to like really let people know this is actually what I should have been telling people when they first started signing up for the tea food pairing, to instead of figuring out on their own how to prepare, the tea food pairing, the setup and everything else. This should have been shipped to them first, when they first signed up for the Tea of the Month Club, because then they'll have everything in place. You'll have the teapot, you have the teacup, you have the tea towel, you'll have the tea tins, and so that's what she wants to do. Shannon wants to when she has a new client, to be able to ship this out and then have them join us at the tea party. But then she wants to make sure that they have the tools, because most of them might not have anything, might not know anything about what they need for the tea party. So this will ensure that everyone has the basic tools and equipment that they need to be able to have the perfect tea time practice. So
yeah, interesting. Okay.
So okay, so let's move on to the next one. Yeah, so
okay.
So
I've got some things I need to get done tonight before I go to bed, so I was planning to stay on till 10 o'clock.
Okay.
It's 10 o'clock now.
It's 10 o'clock already. Okay, well, you go ahead and bow out, and I will continue with the second tea, and finish off this video. I know it kind of actually is lasting longer than what I expected, but I totally understand if you have to go.
Well, this was the one that I really wanted to try, so this was excellent.
The cranberry or the purple?
No, the chocolate bourbon ginger.
Oh, okay.
Looking at the ingredients, it just looked like it would be perfect for me, and it was, and it is.
Awesome. Okay, good. I'm glad that you were able to at least come and be able to enjoy the bourbon, and And I'm gonna finish off with the cranberry, and I'll send this video off to you and the rest. They called me. Everyone called me up last minute and said that they couldn't make it because Jill was sick, so she couldn't make it, and which gave me the perfect opportunity to be able to just come up with this new format to be able to help share the Black Belt Tea program with everybody. So everyone's gonna get this cool, update on what it takes to achieve Black Belt Tea level first degree. So thanks for coming, Dan.
Okay. Thank you, James. You have a
Okay.
good night.
Okay, have a good night. Okay, so now where were we? Let's get back on track. I know this is a long video, long session, but let's finish off with our candy cranberry harvest tea. Now, this tea is not available on our website. This is only for our Tea of the Month Club subscribers, such as yourself, if you're watching this, or if you get our Tea of the Month food tea pairing and you want this, then we can include this. But I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 scoops because I'm not gonna fill this up again all the way. I'm gonna put in about 12 ounces of water. This is about 12 ounces. So just if you're in doubt, just look at the directions. Actually, let me see. I put 2 ounces. I'm going to put a little bit more because when in doubt, just put, it's always better to put more tea than less tea, because the more tea you put in there, the more the quality, and you'll get more quality and more richness. Okay. If you put too little tea, then you're going to miss out on the quality. You're going to miss out on the riches, and it's not going to taste, it might taste watered down, So it's better to put a little bit more of the tea than less of the tea if you're not sure. But always refer back to your ingredient, your instructions, your steeping instructions to get the ideal tea amount to put in there. Like usually 1.5 teaspoons per 8 ounce. Okay, this is about 12 ounces, so that's why I put a little over two teaspoons. If I a little over 2 teaspoons. So that's what we did, and now the water is ready. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pour. See, the water was dripping. That's why it's important to have the water sometimes drips. That's why it's important to have the tea towel underneath it, because sometimes it gets messy. Sometimes the water drips, sometimes the tea drips, sometimes we need to remove the infuser and put it onto the tea towel so that it doesn't continue to steep in case we don't use all the tea, pour all the tea in our teacup right away. We don't want the tea to continue to infuse, because if it does, then it will turn out to be a different tea, or and not the perfect cup of tea that we are looking to enjoy. So now close that. Hey Google, start a 4.5-minute timer. Okay, so we're gonna let this steep, and then while we let this steep, we're gonna do another quick meditation. This time I will put the music in because we have about 4.5 minutes, 4 minutes now, and we're gonna do just put some relaxing music in the background. You can put any music you want as long as it's relaxing, no words, musical instruments, has that Zen spa, relaxing type, soothing music. So let's go ahead and share the screen. So we're going to meditate for a few minutes while our tea is steeping. Hey Google, stop timer. Okay, so the timer went off, which basically ended my meditation and also ended the time for the tea to steep. So now we're gonna go ahead and pour it in with this nice, beautiful, beautiful cranberry turquoise purple color. Wow, look at that. That's beautiful. Mmm, nice. Wow. Okay, and we're gonna do. We didn't get a chance to do the dry leaves yet. We're gonna smell the dry leaves. Appreciate the dry leaves. Wow, take a look at it too. Like, look at the dry leaves and just wow, how fascinating and beautiful it is. Just all the different ingredients and so much in here. So much to admire. Let's see. Okay. So let me start by sharing that EnlighTea Candy Cranberry Harvest Tea. Harvested after the first frost, the cranberry has long been a symbol of the coming of winter in New England. Enjoy the festive ruby color and bright flavor of this tea as a reward for weathering the cold. Try ice or add to your favorite lemonade or a cooling treat. Ingredients: hibiscus, apple, rose hips, cranberries, elderberries, flavors, citrus peel, dogwood fruit, sea salt. So exactly the color. So this is, take a look at it. Look at that. Yes. Make sure you got the right tea. Very, very interesting. And you can all the ingredients, you know, is very unique. This tea, right? So you start to learn about the different teas by just looking at it, examine it, and then you start to you know look at the ingredients and figure out, okay, this tea is the cranberry. How do you know? By studying it. So you want to know what tea you're drinking. You want to be able to know what tea you're drinking, what tea you're having, and the only way to know is that you have to study it. Study the tea, appreciate the tea, and see that this tea is unique compared to all the other teas that you've been drinking that we send you. This has lots of very unique shapes and ingredients in here. So when you smell it, it has this very, it's not very strong. You think that it's gonna hit you hard, like the fruit, the cranberry. It actually doesn't hit you very hard. It's very subtle, believe it or not. I mean, it's not like our very berry where when you smell the very berry, it's like boom, it hits you hard. It's very strong, but this one here is very subtle. You can smell the fruits, definitely, but it doesn't overwhelm you. I think the hibiscus helps to settle the smell, or maybe the rose hips. So appreciate it. So now you have it in your brain what this tea smells like, what it looks like, and the name of the tea, and what the ingredients by reading the ingredients, right? And now we're gonna smell and appreciate mm, the wet leaf. Now this is what I'm talking about. This has nothing to do with the smell of the dry leaves. Completely different smell, because now it's been infused, and so all the scent has gone into the tea itself, into the cup of tea. Now it's no longer part of the wet leaves. It has transferred over into the tea, so we will drink it. But this smell, very very, actually, you don't smell much. You don't smell the fruit. All the fruit flavors, all the fruit is been completely transferred. You can smell you can smell some things in it, but everything is very, very, very light smell. There's really not much left in there. Maybe some dogwood fruit if you're familiar with that. Citrus peel, maybe, but all the major fruit, the apple, the hibiscus, cranberry, elderberries, all those fruits have been transferred into this cup. So know that difference. So now we're gonna do our 3 sips and ultimately 7 sips of bliss, but we'll do 3 and we'll save the 4 sips for later. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. It's very hot, so if you do it and you drink it right away, you make sure that you sip it, and you could probably slurp it to cool it down, but you definitely don't want to just drink it because you will burn, because this is boiling water that you just poured, and this was steeping in boiling water. So just a note for kids and for those who are not used to drinking hot tea, you have to sip it slowly. First sip is to clear the palate. Wow, it's very, oh my gosh. The first sip is to clear the palate, so there's no judgment of taste right now, although I do want to tell you about it because you definitely taste it. Second sip is now to taste the tea. So we're going to taste it. Wow. That cranberry, apple, hibiscus, elderberries, all that. It's all in here. There's no more left in the hot tea. The wet teas is gone. So this is probably one and done. One steeping and it's done. Okay, so you're gonna get all the flavors after the first steeping. So don't re-steep it. You're not gonna get much out of it. Okay, and that's typically what happens with fruit teas. Anything with fruit in it, usually one steeping does it. It comes all out after the first steeping, and then that's it. So that's why it makes great iced tea. You do it, you put the iced teas in there, pour it one time, and you can just leave the tea leaves inside and then just have it as iced tea for the rest of the day, the week. You know, leave the loose leaf in there. You don't have to like take it out. Just leave it in there, and then you can enjoy nice, cool iced tea. Okay, so that was the second sip, which, like I said, wow, very powerful, very strong. You know, some astringentness to all the different fruits in there. Kind of overwhelming for me sipping it, because I sipped it and it goes right into all my senses. Okay, so now I'm going to sip to enjoy. Very like, what's the word when you pucker up? Sour? No, more like tangy, not sweet. Even though it has a lot of fruit in it, there's not, it's not, it is sweet, but it's not sweet like you think it's sweet, you know. This one is very like sour sweet. So let's go ahead and pair this, because time is running out, and I don't want to keep you guys here forever. So let's go ahead and do our food tea pairing, and then we'll close it off after that. Let's start off with, you know what? I have this cheese here. I know, well, I hope that it's better than the bourbon pairing. I have half the cheese left. So let's start with the cheese. Mmm. Mmm. Wow. It actually is really good. This pairing is a very good pairing. It's like the cheese actually complements this tea. It's like having a piece of cheese and fruit together, which could be very good. I was worried that the cheese didn't have, it wasn't sweet enough, that we needed something sweet to be able to like really partner up with this cranberry, because it's candy cranberry, you know. You taste it's very candy like, like in a very like puckery way. So let's continue. Yeah, this food. mm, definitely, definitely so much better than the bourbon pairing. Just like cheese and apple slices, cranberry slices, the cranberry really comes out. That's what is the puckering, sour, like sweet but not sweet taste. But the cheese really, mm, and the little drip, the tea towel will capture any of that extra spillage coming out of the cup on the side of the cup. Okay. Okay. So that's one. Let's continue. I'm gonna continue with a cracker. Let's see if the cracker will be a good pairing. It wasn't good last time, but let's see if it's good this time. So we have our club cracker. It's okay, but the tea is too overwhelming. It basically is like a bully overpowering the cracker. The cracker has no chance to be able to thrive in this tea. It's all the all the vibrant fruit taste. It's just so overwhelming that the cracker is just like, it just dissolves right into it. It loses everything, its character to the tea, and that's not necessarily a good thing, but it's not bad either. So that's the second pairing. Okay, now let's go into something different. Let's go into like a chess butter cookies. So we're gonna do butter cookies. This is what we send out. One of the items that we send out in the food tea pairing gift set. So if you ordered the gift set from us, the food tea pairing gift set, you might receive this, but you might not, because we changed it up. The food, depending on the tea, we mix it up a little bit for you. But this was the last one that we sent out. They received this. So this is our little butter biscuit. Wow. Wow. Mm. Wow, this is like amazing. There's no bite to the tea. There's no bitterness, no pucker up. The sweetness just blended into this tea so smoothly. It's like it belonged together. It's like I was waiting for something to happen at the end, like for the tea and the cookie to, like, just go separate ways, but it didn't. It actually stayed together, and it actually became a very delicious unit. Okay. Wow. Wow. The tea and the butter biscuit, they stayed together to the very end. They were they were in such harmony to the very end. Every single drop of tea combined with the biscuit was perfect. This is a perfect pairing. So We have jasmine buttered cookies. There's 3 of them that come in this package. That from Pepperidge with the candy harvest tea. Perfect pairing. So thumbs up for this one. I'm gonna save the other 2 for later. Wow, that was good. So let's do a couple more. Okay, so we're gonna put away the club crackers. That's a no-go. Let's see. Okay, let's see if it goes well with nuts. So we're gonna start off with an almond, not an almond, but a cashew nut. Let's see. Nah, tea's too overwhelming. Almost like the cracker, but there's no harmony there. Let's try it with the almond nut. Salted almond nut. No, not a good one either, because you can still taste the tartness of the cranberry. You know, that tartness is still there. It doesn't go away with the nut. Whereas with butter biscuit, there's no tartness. It just, that tartness dissolved into the butter biscuit in a way that was just perfect, delicious, and made for each other. So, all right, we're gonna have to skip on the nuts. Well, let me try the last nut. Let's try the pistachios. See if the pistachios make a difference. No, a little bit more desirable. The pistachio, I think it's a little sweeter, more richer. So it held its ground, but still not the perfect pairing. Okay, the last one we're gonna do is the Ghirardelli dark chocolate raspberry. Okay, so this is one of my go-to tea pairings. We're gonna do this as the last pairing. Okay, Ghirardelli. Here we go. Mm. What? What? Oh my gosh. Wow. Was this like a setup here? Was this meant to be like the best for last? I mean, the raspberry just, I mean, it makes a lot of sense because there's a lot of fruit in the tea, but the raspberry just kind of like took over. Not overwhelmingly over. It just basically was like, hey, come on, cranberry, come on, elderberry, come on, apple, come on, hibiscus, join me. Let me take you down this wonderful road towards bliss for James, for the drinker, because it rode, it took over. It not taking over in a bad way, but taking over in the leader of the pack, leader of the fruit pack from this tea. It was like the tea was looking for this leader to lead, and that's what this chocolate does. It's leading the way and creating harmony, and just let me have some more. Mm. Take it away. Take it away, raspberry, chocolate raspberry. You're in charge here. Mm. Oh yeah, you're in charge, and the tea is your follower. It's following you wherever you go. Oh my gosh, I have to eat the whole thing. I can't. Mm, mm. Wow, what a wonderful combination. Mm. Okay, it's found its lover. Cranberry harvest tea is the female, and the chocolate raspberry from Ghirardelli is the male. Is the dominant male who found leading the woman to a great harmonious, joyful bliss together. Okay, they're married now. They they courted, they courted together in my mouth, and now they're married because mm, wow, oh yeah, what a difference. Those two, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. VIP, we've discovered the perfect pairing for the cranberry candy harvest tea, which is our two chocolates. Which was the other chocolate? Okay, we had this chocolate. Oh, no, not chocolate. The butter biscuit and the dark chocolate raspberry. So that's it. We've completed our food tea pairing practice. Okay. Now, if you've gone through this whole thing with me, you just completed your brown belt level 2, one of the teas. And also this is probably goes with the red belt. Um, Probably the red. This is a fruit tea, so it's probably part of the red belt, red tea belt level 2 requirement. Okay, go to our website and go through the black belt tea program and look at the requirements for the red belt and the brown belt, and you'll find that these two teas will meet that requirement. Okay, so if you've been through all of it, you just completed one of your teas for these two tea belts. Okay, one in each tea belt. So you only have, if you're new to this, you have 2 more teas to go for each of those belts, and then you'll be done. And just, be sure that you share this tea and this tea experience with others, because that's part of the requirement. So share it with your family, share it with your friends, your kids, share it with someone, what you just had, the tea that you had, the food tea pairing, and share it with them. Give them some, make them some, prepare them some tea, because you will have to be a host of your own tea party, tea food pairing, in order to be able to ultimately get your tea black belt. Okay, first degree. So practice now, practice sharing your tea, sharing your tea experience, sharing your food tea pairing with others. And then that way, when it's time for your black belt tea first degree testing, you'll already have been doing it this whole time. Okay, so that's all I wanted to share with you guys tonight. I know it's a long video, and if you made it through, congratulations. You are on your way to becoming a black belt tea first degree master in EnlighTea and in the world of tea as well. So congratulations. I'm so happy for you. And if you like this video, then let me know, and we can do more of these videos with the other teas as well. And for tea of the month, if we have the opportunity to be able to share this video, if we have the time to be able to do this, then we'll continue to do this and share it with you, my VIPs, and those who are interested in having a black belt tea level first degree, okay, with us. So that's all. And for the rest of you who normally come to our tea of the month, I like to end it with our tea intentions, right? So my tea intentions for us is that for my VIP Tea of the Month subscribers, members, and friends to continue to have great, healthy, happy, joyful, powerful, amazing, loving, light-filled, luxurious, and enlightening tea experiences at home and wherever you sip, drink, and become one with your teas for the rest of this month and hopefully life. Okay, that's all. Don't forget about our official EnlighTea guidebook, Serenity to Your Deepening Enlightening Tea Experience, only available now at our website. So make sure you go there. And if you're a serious EnlighTea drinker and you want to become a tea black belt, then definitely order your VIP tea food pairing gift, which comes with basically a master tea set, which comes with this teapot for one, the tea towels, the tins, the teas, and everything you need. Tea food pair, your food pairings, everything you need to have your own tea party and also to achieve mastery in your tea time practice. Okay, so that's all, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, week, and namaste.